can't go out and work for this one.
Oh.
What do we do now? October 2nd. Segment 1, Season 3.
Yes.
Alright, just getting set up in a tree here. Quick, ran out of work, and conditions are perfect tonight, actually. It's been raining on and off raining the last 2 nights, and finally today, kind of the sun's poked out. It's a little overcast right now, but it's supposed to get sunny again. But still, for October 2nd, it's 54 degrees out, northwest wind, high pressure. I just feel like it's gonna be one of those nights. Actually, tonight we're sitting in an observation spot, pretty much. But there's a really good chance that we can still get it done. But I want to come here so I can see the woodlot, both these woodlots, and see if we can't lay eyes on two bucks that we're after. One's a 6x6 and the other one is split brown. He's actually the buck that I hit last year and wasn't able to recover, but got up in the stand. As soon as we got up in the stand, looked over on that wood edge, and there was a doe and a pretty solid 8-point. And this morning we had a picture of 6x6 in front of the stand going back towards that woodlot, so we know he's over there. I really want to lay eyes on that deer before we decide, whether or not he's one that we want to go after. But it's kind of funny, over 300 yards away that woodlot, but this is still a good killing spot here. And looking along the edge, I can see a couple trees that are just big trees rubbed up too. So fingers crossed. We're pretty far away from anything, but like I said, we killed here last year, and there's a good chance that maybe we can kill here this year too. So. Alright, so we got the one out there that was spar around, and I believe the 6x6 also came out too. Pretty close to about the same size. That one's pretty close to this wood line. He might work his way down. 6x6 is a little bit further out, but don't take long for them to make up their mind, so we'll see how it goes. 6x6 is dead. Split bro's 70 yards away right now, bedded. I gotta be so quiet right now. Literally, not even 7 minutes left of shooting light. I was froze forever. I gotta be real quiet and try to sneak out of here though. Yeah, because I saw him come out of the woods, and then he was like on that tree, on the tree, you know, the wood line down there. And then I lost him, and the next thing I know, they're popping out at like 60 yards or whatever, and then he comes out from me. And then when he's out from me about 60, and then there were some does on the backside. And all of a sudden something spooked him. They come running back towards me, and as soon as they did that, he just bed right down. And then he bed there for probably 45 minutes or so. And then there was like a doe that came in, and I had a little guy right underneath me, and she come right up to him. As soon as he came up to her, or she came up to him, he ran her off, and he jumped right up and didn't like it, started grunting and running too.
Really?
Yep, and then eventually he just comes, dude literally comes, he's right freaking here. And he was underneath me for a couple minutes, and then finally he ends up like he's eating acorns underneath my tree, and then he finally works out over here, and then just pinwheel.
20 yards?
No.
15?
15, not even 15.
Yeah.
He was facing straight away, but I just tucked it right next to the spine, and it ate him up, and he just ran out in front of me, 60, 70 yards, piled up.
In the field?
Yeah, it was sweet. I was like, it was stupid. You know, like the other 2 bucks, there was 2 other 8s that were there, and both of them were real good deer too. I mean, they're probably 115-inch deer, 8 points. And it's like the one I thought was split brow actually, but because anytime he came out and he bedded down, and he was bedding down, getting up in the beams too. And anytime I'd look at him through the binos, he was facing straight away, and I just seen frame. Right. It was just a wide 8, and that's all I could see was just frame. And so I was thinking it was him, and but then the other 8 and the little dinker were there for probably 20 minutes easy. It was, dude, between the Badlands and Nose Jammer, they would look up at me, and they were putting their nose up in there, smelling, looking up at me like just for forever. I'm like, oh my God, just please get out of here. Dude, never busted, and eventually the 8 ended up working off, and then like I said, that doe came in, the little guy went after him, but I was like, dude, I couldn't believe it. I was like, didn't even want to move, you know. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just like, I felt like I didn't even move for at least like 25 minutes. I was just like, you know. But that was probably one of the better hunts I've had, to have 3 bucks like that with them.
Especially this early in the season.
Yeah, dude. I had that feeling. I texted Alex and Tyler earlier today. I'm like, man, I don't know why, but I just kind of got that feeling like everything's too perfect. And it's like he's been there. He's daylighted yesterday morning and this morning by that stand. It's like there's a chance.
You gotta get on him.
Dude, it is. I don't know. Like I said, from the point I saw him at 60, 70 yards to the point I killed him was an hour. And then, like I said, you know, before that was probably easily half hour, 45 minutes before that when I first saw him. Came 300 yards. Out in the middle of the field.
Settle your little. Quiver's down for a second there.
Pressure's off. It's
good
awesome.
feeling to have.
Dude, it was awesome. Let's go get him.
Let's go find him.
Guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
Going in to get my deer light.
Good thing I
That's where you're standing?
Alright. Looks like he took off right out of there.
It's about 10, 15 yard shot.
Yeah, about that. That's why, I mean, facing straight away like that, you know. Oh, we're not even gonna bother following the blood trail. We're just gonna go find him out here.
You know where he's laying.
I mean, it'd be cool to follow the blood, but, you know, there's no point. No track job needed.
One more time. One more time.
Exoskeleton breastplate on him. Bad.
That was freaking awesome. What did you say? I heard you say something about breast. Breastbone. All right, one more time, but for real, that was hilarious.
You want me to do the same thing?
That is legitimately going in the episode, and there's nothing you can do or say to make it not go in there.
You want me to
They're gonna push upon head. All right.
So for serious this time, though?
Yeah, for serious.
September 19th, and we were back down in Kentucky with Wicked Obsession Outfitters. Just got down here this afternoon. It's gonna be a short trip. I gotta go back home tomorrow, but the temperature's right. It's nice and cool. It's about 68 degrees. The wind's perfect. Pretty spot. We got a lot of acorns in here, so fingers crossed we see some deer tonight.
Hell yeah! Attaboy, first one. Well, that is a wrap on that trip. I told you it was gonna be a short one. Cameron and I went out to shoot a doe this morning, and of course, the only thing that showed up was 3 young bucks. Nice 2-year-old 10-pointer with a split G2, 2-year-old 8, a spike horn. But I had a blast down here with Cameron. Thank you again for letting me come down, but we got a 6-hour drive home. We got Ohio opening up next weekend, so we'll be heading down there. Well, here we go. It is opening day of Ohio season. We're down at Cameron's house, just kind of packing up, getting ready. We got Cameron, Kyle's down here, Cody's coming over a little bit later. Wind's decent, but temps are a little bit warm, but we're just gonna have some fun this weekend.
We're not off to the best of starts. I forgot the fluid head. Yeah, what a rookie mistake there. We're down at Little Creek Bottom. We got 2 little cornfields out here. We got beans up top over here. So we're gonna sit back and enjoy the evening.
Well, good morning. Doing something a little different. I ran down to the public land spot Cade and I hunted last year. Gonna drop a camera and just leave it, let it marinate in here for a few weeks, month. Never know when I'll come back, maybe not even this year. Really just kind of dropping in here. I know it's a great spot, so we're gonna see what kind of bucks are in here.
Well, here we go. We just got all set up on some public land here in Michigan. It's been kind of a goal of mine since really only last year, but I want to kill a deer on public land in Michigan. It seems to be a pretty good challenge. There's a lot of hunters out here, just they push the deer around pretty bad. So tonight last night I drove over here and kind of scouted out to see what the hunting pressure was like. There's a lot of cars to the south, so I got out here early, wrapped all the way around, way to the north of them, so hopefully when those guys come in, they kind of push the deer towards me. But it's a pretty little spot. We got a lot of acorns down in here, a lot of ridges, so we're just gonna sit it out and see what we see.
You're thinking about it nonstop every time you hunt? Or did you kind of like forget about it a little bit and just hope that maybe you pull that lottery ticket and he'd show up? Again, first deer of the bow, so yeah.
So we got that big 8-pointer, and we have that one that's got 6 on one side, 4 on the other side. Both daylighted about, I don't know, 5 days ago at 7:02 p.m. Sunset is at 7:15. So I got these bucks. They seem to be moving up in here around this trail camera up here on the north side of my property. And tonight I got a north wind, which is gonna be blowing that wind down this way. So I pretty much can't hunt any of this stuff. I'm gonna hunt the south side of my property. I got a food plot tucked in right by the road. I don't think it's the best spot to hunt tonight, but it's gonna be the best wind-wise, so that's where I'm going. I don't really have high hopes for tonight. I'm really just trying to get my feet wet out here in Missouri, and I wanna see what that food plot's coming up, and I wanna see if deer are eating that. So getting ready to get geared up, and we're gonna be heading out. I've been looking forward to this day for about a year. That didn't make any sense. But it's the first sit in Missouri. I'm in a tree stand on a brand new food plot, one I just planted, and it's white gold deer seed. And I've never in my life seen a food plot grow like that seed did. That is phenomenal. That is literally, you mow it down, rototill the grass, and throw seed on the ground, and you got that big of a luscious food plot in front of you. That is phenomenal. That is crazy. Anyways, it's almost said October, September 17th. We're in Missouri. We're on my lease. This is year 2. Last year, I never killed a deer off this property, but I had so many awesome encounters and seen so many good deer. We're back here this year, and we're gonna do it again. I got 2 big bucks that are showing out, that are daylighting on the north side of my farm, that tomorrow when the wind switches, right now it's blowing out of the north, tomorrow when the wind switches out of the south, I'm gonna head over to the north side and see if I can't get one of those big bucks to slip up. But the reason I planted this food plot right here was for that reason. When I get a north wind on this property, I don't have anywhere to hunt, so I put this food plot in, probably 1/2 acre, 3/4 acre of a food plot right by the road, and yeah, I can hunt it on the wrong wind, so it works out good. Don't really have high hopes for tonight, but I don't even care. We're in a tree stand, so we'll see how it goes.